You are listening to the You Got Jobbed podcast. This is episode 2.
Hello.
What did I just 2 seconds ago? I said, don't talk till I introduce you.
Oh.
And you're like, hello.
Well, you said hello. What am I supposed to do? Be rude?
No, good point. I wasn't speaking to you. I was speaking to the listener.
Oh, got it.
All right. So anyway, this is Suzanne. And go ahead. You could speak.
This is Avril.
So well, this is kind of my first real episode, so I just wanted to reiterate that I'm going to talk to people that I haven't talked to before, that I have to talk to. I'm going to talk to people and about these interviews that I did, so this is not a big deal. I feel very formal all of a sudden.
I know. Well, it's just our setup here. So
I know.
Just pretend like we're sitting on the couch like we usually chat and drink our wine
and chocolate.
Watch Project Runway.
Run right.
Oh
my God, we need to do some jumping jacks. All right, so I think the reason it feels formal is because I'm sitting here with a pencil and paper, and I shouldn't be. Because anyway, okay. So how long have we known each other?
Like 20 years or something.
All right, and
we met when we were like 6.
No, we didn't. When we were mentally 6, physically we were in our 20s, right?
Don't want to give our age away.
Well, this interview was in 2003. So that was 13 years ago?
Yeah, so, we knew each other for at least 5 before that, I think.
You think? Probably.
I know.
What was the story you told me at the picnic table when you first met me? Any idea?
I don't know.
You can hear her. These microphones are powerful.
Yeah.
My daughter just went to the bathroom. You could hear it.
Don't say that on
This isn't anything official.
All right.
Yeah, I just want this to be less official. Maybe we should both belch.
No.
Can you make yourself burp?
No.
No, me neither.
Can you?
No. Lucy can all day long. It's great.
Well, you should have let her in this room then.
Oh, no thanks. It's hot in here, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm always hot.
I know, and it's hotter than I'm roasting. All right, anyway. Oh my gosh, Paco just sent me a text. I'm in Chicago, baby. He made it. He's there for his first
Is he in the helicopter?
No, that's tomorrow. Tomorrow he's going up in a helicopter. So Paco is the photographer. We're working on a book, and he's in Chicago taking pictures. Today he's going to meet with the lice picker. Oh. So, but the problem, okay, so the thing about this, so we should just start the podcast by just catching up. So Paco went to Chicago. The thing is, we're so disorganized. Although, okay, on one hand we're super organized, on the other hand we're not organized. We emailed all these people, we called all these people, we said this is when we're going to meet you and kind of where we're going to meet, but then that's as far as we got, and now he flew to Chicago, and so he's got to figure it all out. He doesn't have a car, he's going to use Uber, he's going to pay millions of dollars.
What?
Do you know the other day
Why didn't he just rent a car?
I took it because there's no parking, so I took an Uber the other day from here to South Seattle to pick up my car. $30.
I pay less than that when I go to the airport.
I know. I was because there was some surge, 2.5 point surge.
Don't ever do the surge.
No, but I pre-booked it. I booked it the night before because I was I got to get down there by 8:30. I got to take Lucy to school. I got to do all this crap. $30. I'm screw. I could have walked over to the Westin and taken a cab. Never. Uber can suck it.
Uber can suck it.
Yeah, this surge thing is bull.
Tell him to check Lyft too.
Oh, Lyft. Yeah,
Paco's too fancy to take Lyft. He doesn't want to get in.
The reason I won't take Lyft is because I saw this billboard that said, bust a ride, and somebody had crossed off ride and written nut, with graphic. So I was like,
bust a nut.
I was like, Lyft is gross. I can't take Lyft. Or it said something like that, bust a something where someone had written nut anyway. And I was like, ew, hilarious. Lyft is disgusting. So anyway, oh my God. So literally 2 days ago, he's going to Chicago. Today he's photographing this lice picker.
Do you think he has a real live subject that he gets
Yes.
to take a photo?
So apparently,
like someone right now has lice that he is
oh,
gonna...
no. That would require actual coordination and effort. We couldn't find a child. Like, we wanted to... So the person was a high-end lice picker at rich people's homes. And are you the one who told me Heidi Klum's kids had lice?
Yes. She said it on Ellen, so we're not saying anything she hasn't already told the whole entire public.
But did she get lice or just her kids?
She got it too.
She got lice too.
Yeah, because Ellen was a little bit freaked out. Yeah.
Like, sit back.
The thing is, you shouldn't be embarrassed about it. It doesn't mean that
I
you're
know,
a dirty person.
I
It doesn't
know.
mean, it's just one of those things that runs rampant. It's like bed bugs or something.
know.
You know, like once you get it,
I
you
know.
got it. So,
well, the lice picker's interview is totally like that. Like, in fact, the lice picker would say to the parents, "Oh yeah, I had it once," even though it was a total lie, but just want to make the parents feel better. But so we needed to find a place to photograph him where that looked like a rich person's home. So we looked at all these old historical houses in Chicago, but all of them are like, if you want to use us for photography, you got to do a media waiver form and you got to pay hundreds of dollars, and otherwise you can't, and you have to talk to our media coordinator. So
very formal.
what we do is Friday afternoon, Paco calls some house in Chicago and they're like, no. And he's like, oh crap. And I'm flying to Chicago. So he just flew there. And he doesn't know where he's going to photograph this person. And we don't know. We really wanted to get his hands in somebody's hair. But,
right. That's what I'm saying. Do you have like a real live person
No.
that has it right now? And then he could have just tagged along.
No. But what do you go on Craigslist? Like, do you have lice?
Yeah.
Do you have lice? We want you.
Yeah, exactly. I think it would work.
I know. So he's going there. And, well, we're hoping that, like the lice picker guy said, oh, well, we can just go outside my apartment where there's like this red brick, and across the street there's like a used furniture store. We could like take some of their furniture and put it up in front of them.
You know what? Hey, sometimes the spontaneous last minute things work out the
Well,
best.
that's, I said, because Paco was stressing out, and I said, listen, this whole thing is for fun. Even if it doesn't work out at all, we don't care. Like, just take pictures, even if you just take close-up pictures of his hands. Like, I don't care.
With that special comb.
That we did. We bought the comb. We totally. Oh, I just shouted into the microphone.
Why doesn't the lice picker guy have a comb? Or he doesn't
he
do that anymore?
doesn't do
That
it
was
anymore.
years ago.
Yeah, exactly.
He threw all those icky combs away.
Correct. But he used his bare hands. He loved it. He was supposed to wear gloves.
What?
But he used his bare hands because he loved picking out the...
Ew.
But he said he found it very satisfying to like use his fingernails and like pick the little nits off.
He had fingernails like that? Like,
Yeah,
I don't even have long fingernails. How did he get it? That's disgusting. He's like, I'm going to grow these nails to a specific length so I can get those little buggers.
Maybe it's not. Maybe he had short nails, but he just knew how to use them.
All right.
I don't know. Oh, we're ruining his interview because he could. I might talk to him at some point.
Like that monkey, when that monkey jumped on my head and started picking my head.
Ew! But you didn't have lice. Why was he picking your head? Just to pick at it?
He was trying to play nice because I yelled at him and I said, "Bad monkey," because he bit my leg.
This is in Costa Rica, just so
was in
people know, right?
Brazil.
Oh, Brazil.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're not just like you're not like Marcel from the Friends
Right.
episode.
I don't have a pet monkey.
Right. Not yet.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe later.
Yeah.
When I meet that sugar daddy and he just buys me
He's
random
like,
weird things.
How many monkeys you want? You're like, well, I have
Two.
Only two. Okay. And someone to take care of them. All right. So let's get back. All right. Perfect. Anything else this week that you want to talk? What? Okay. It's almost Halloween. You're planning a Halloween trip. What else going on in your life right now?
Oh gosh, please.
Well, a brief.
Nothing fun. Just moving, and moving. 3 times moving in 6 weeks. I do not recommend it.
Yeah. But now you're settled, maybe.
But now I'm settled.
And your house, your apartment looks phenomenal.
Decorating, which you need to come over and see, because now it looks way better than when you came over and it just had a bunch of boxes.
Right. Now you got a Mad Men bar cart.
Yep. Totally cute. Yeah, I'm on a roll.
Yeah.
And like decorating. That's it. That's my life.
What did you do yesterday? You were decorating, but you did something else, didn't you? No. Did somebody come over? What did you do?
Yeah. I just met Raylene and the kids for lunch over in Bellevue. And
It's somebody's birthday, right?
No, a friend was in town from DC, and she just had a baby. So.
Okay, so that reminds me, we're working on, or no, I shouldn't say we, because I didn't do a damn thing, where you are working on the cape for the outfit that you're going to get photographed in.
Yes.
But you didn't pick that up, right? You haven't been to Tacoma yet.
I haven't.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Who wants to go down to Tacoma on your day off?
Everyone. Okay, so I'm looking at your interview. I printed it out. 2003, we talked about this. This is insane. So 2003 was the interview, but when did you, this job was probably how many years before that? It was in your 20s?
That job had to have been in 1989-ish. When I was 3.
Yeah, exactly. When I was just born.
No,
now you're 70.
I was in college, and it was just a college job. So,
Like in the summer, right?
Yeah.
At
Yep.
college.
Yep.
And it says here in Tacoma, if you are majoring in theater, you're the Red Robin Bird, or you work at it. Did you ever consider being the Red Robin Bird?
I did not, only because
You got this sweet job first.
I get really hot, and that bird costume seemed like it would be a disaster for someone who has, hot all the time.
I've never seen anybody get as hot
And
as
if I'm going to work at Disneyland and not be a character there, why would I come here and be a lesser version of...
So what did you do at Disneyland? These people don't know.
I busted shoplifters, or actually helped some of the people, read all the statements, make sure that if it went to court that we had a leg to stand on.
For shoplifting?
Yes.
So you were in security and all you did was bust shoplifters? I mean, is that not all you did? But I'm saying
Yes.
you worked in security, right?
I worked in
Did you get a
security.
badge? No.
The Foxes, which were the plainclothes security officers that would go out and in their
Wait, so are there
plainclothes-
people in the park that are dressed like bozo tourists that are actually undercover security?
Totally.
That's so exciting.
Yes. And so, they did back then. I don't know if they do now, but yeah, they called them Foxes. So I got to be a fox one day. And
Did you wear board shorts?
When you do that, you do have a little Mickey badge that you need to come with me.
How many people? Did you bust people that way?
Totally. All day long. Every single day.
You busted people.
I only did it once or twice because I just wanted to see what the experience was like. But
What if they fight you?
they don't. A lot of times it's just teenagers, or it was a lot of adults too, actually, now that I think about it. But those ones are when we'd call the Anaheim Police Department.
Okay, wait. So you're in a store. You're walking around the park. You're
Yeah,
like, look,
yeah.
that lady just stuffed a stuffed cat into her pocket.
Totally. Yeah, it's actually...
What am I going to do? What do? You walk over and make a citizen's arrest? Look,
do.
Mickey Police.
You whip out that Mickey badge and you
do?
say, you need to come with me to the security office. And
and then what do they say? They go, back off, bitch, and then
Mickey's
start
dressed
crying
up
at you?
as a cop. Like a little...
What are you talking about? You have a stuffed Mickey in your pocket with a badge on it?
You have your security badge that has Mickey on it dressed up as a...
How do they know you're a real, that you have any authority? Did anybody go, bullshit, like you're not
No,
an
because
authority
they're
figure.
so scared. They're already so, their adrenaline's pumping. They know they're breaking the law. They're scared they're going to get busted already. So then when someone walks up and taps you on the shoulder and says, excuse me, we just saw you put something in your pocket that you didn't pay for. You need to come with us to the security office. They immediately would comply because they know.
What's the ratio of tourists to undercover people? Like 2 to 1?
Oh, God, no.
Should I be, when I'm in a store at Disney World, should I be looking around going look at all these people are
No.
How many of these people are tourists and how
No.
many people are waiting to see if I steal something?
Again, this was so long ago that it could have completely changed by now. But back then, there was probably, 8 to 10 plainclothes officers out in the
whole
park at one time.
Could you grab them by the hands and put them behind their back and cuff them?
No. We didn't have handcuffs.
But people just came with you willingly, like, oh God, I'm sorry, I really had to have those chiclets or whatever.
Yeah, totally. Unless, like I said, if it was an adult and we had been following them a long time and we knew they had thousands and thousands of dollars worth
What?
of merchandise, then
Who's stealing thousands? What do you mean?
Lots of people.
What can
Lots
you
of
steal
people.
at Disney that's thousands of dollars?
Well, they just steal it all day long every single day for 3 days in a row.
but it costs so much to get in the park.
I know. Well, this is probably
Is this
their
in downtown
justification.
Disney before you get into the park? Or are you like, I paid to get into the park, I'm getting some free stuff?
Downtown Disney didn't even exist back then.
Thank God, that's an atrocity.
Don't talk about it like that.
Yes, it is. Hey, I've been there 100 times, but it's like, it is the long walk from the hotel to the park is through the damn...
I know, but at least there's things to do while you're doing that long walk. Before you just did the
Yeah.
long walk and there was nothing.
Nothing, that's true. Orange groves.
Yeah, exactly. Or just like maybe it was just a street with cars on it. I don't know.
But tell me how you busted. Do you remember any specific busting scenarios?
I do. The 2 times that I went out, I mean, it's a lot harder than you think because
I'd be scared to death. I wouldn't.
Yes.
You want to approach somebody who just stuck something in their pocket, and you don't know if they're going to say like, "I got a gun,"
No.
but like
Disneyland.
Like, fuck you! I'm taking this Mickey doll. My child has cancer. I don't know.
I mean,
No, you're like,
maybe
no.
stuff like that happened, but I mean, like I said, their adrenaline's pumping. They know that they broke the law. A lot of times it's teenagers. So
Well, teenagers, screw them. I could be tough on some teenagers.
Right. And
But
plus,
adults-
I was only 20-something at the time, so I looked like half of those kids anyways.
That's true. I still can't believe that they thought you were an authority figure. Like, come with me. Well, you do have. Let me hear your "come with me" voice.
Excuse me. You need to come with me to the security office right now. Mickey badge. Boom. Just kidding.
I wet myself if I heard
No,
that voice.
I was with a dude who looked like total gangster.
Like
I mean,
another security guy, you mean?
Yes. Like you go out in pairs.
Oh,
so
that's better. At
yes,
least you're not by yourself.
Yes.
Okay.
So I was with a dude who looked legit. Like, you better come with him or he will
Did he have a mustache?
mess you up. He didn't, but he was
What
cool.
what made him look tough?
I don't know. He just looked like he had like a tough life, and
Oh no, like a meth head?
no, like he was in a gang, like when he was probably,
no.
you know. But
Did he have a
he-
teardrop tattoo?
No, he didn't. But he
Again,
was
but he just
the
looked-
nicest guy, and he was so cool.
Sometimes the people who look the toughest are the
right,
nicest.
he just looked tough, right?
Yeah.
Like you just don't want to mess with this guy.
Yeah.
You don't want to meet him.
I wish I looked like that.
in a dark alley.
I wish people were afraid of
Right.
me.
Right.
Like my
but he
mother-in-law.
also dressed the part too. Like he dressed to look a little bit intimidating too.
Like he didn't wear board shorts. What did he wear?
No. I don't know. He just dressed like
Right, more intimidating.
yeah, with his
A
ball cap
muscle
on
shirt?
and yeah, I don't know. I can't remember. It's
All right,
too
so
long
you
ago.
guys remember a bust? You remember a bust? You said.
Yeah, I do. So we were on Main Street and we were in the Emporium shop, and it's very intense because your heart is beating fast too, because you don't want them to notice you. So you have to be kind of incognito, but then you have to be very detailed and specific with exactly what happened, because this could go to court.
Oh, God.
And plus you don't want to falsely accuse somebody. Like you want all your details down, like for your statement.
Even if I just go into that store to like look for a sticker, I am stressed out.
Yes.
Even if I'm not an undercover cop walking into one of those stores with the hundreds of people and all the crap that they sell, I just get all
Yeah, it's a little
I'm
bit
sweaty
of
just
a
thinking about it.
panicky moment.
Okay.
Yeah. So, usually they're in groups. So there were 3 girls together, and we knew they were getting ready to shoplift. You could just tell. You
How
can
old are
tell
they?
the signs. They were probably
High
like
school?
15, 16.
Okay.
And one of the girls picked up like a stuffed animal, and you have to be so specific to say the girl with the crew neck shirt on that was purple picked it up with her right hand, handed it to the girl to the left of her that was wearing the butterfly pocket pants, or whatever.
Bigger animals.
Just made that up. Anyways, it's that specific. And then what you want to do is you want to watch them walk out of the store so that they clearly did not pay. But then once they do that, they're on Main Street where there's all these
million
people.
people.
So you have to make sure that you keep your eye on them at all times. That's why you go in pairs, because you could lose them real quick. And I'm like,
yeah.
oh, there she is. And then if they go into another store and steal again from a different store, now it's considered stealing versus petty theft. And then you have a stronger case. So a lot of times...
one theft is petty theft, 2 things is stealing, and that's the next.
2 stores.
2 stores, okay.
I think.
Yeah.
I
Anyway,
could
yeah,
be
yeah.
totally wrong. But anyways, that's what we would do. So we followed them to another store, and then they shoplifted again. So then we tap, like at the end of Main Street, and brought him back. The
Now,
girls started bawling.
I was just gonna say before you tap, did you have empathy for them, or were you like, these little shits?
I did have a little bit of empathy for them, because that they're just trying to get away with it, and they're just, they're probably good kids, but they're having a bad moment. Like they're
They're
just,
learning.
Right.
I think. I stole something when I was in 2nd grade. Got caught. Had to return it to the teacher.
Yes.
Was mortified. Never did it again.
Exactly.
But I wouldn't have known that if I hadn't gotten caught and had to go through that horrible experience.
Right.
Did you do the same thing? What did
Yeah.
you steal?
I stole some powder, like a
Crack?
pressed powder for your face.
Oh, what age?
I was a teenager.
And where was it?
And the sad thing was I was with my girlfriend, and her dad was a cop. And then when we got busted by these plainclothes security officers, the
No.
dude who busted us was her boyfriend's uncle. And they recognized her last name. And they were like,
no.
is your dad Officer so-and-so? And she's like, yes. And we were just bawling. And so, again, you learn your lesson. It was the first time I ever tried to do it.
Was this like Walgreens? Where was it?
It was at Sears.
You're like, I tried to steal a laundry machine and some face powder.
I stole some face powder. She had been stealing all day.
So what
she
was
hadn't
the
been getting
consequence?
caught.
Oh, she did?
Yeah.
The cop's daughter stealing all day?
No.
In.
She had been stealing all day and had not gotten caught. We were at the mall.
Yeah, but this was the cop's daughter who's been stealing all day.
Yes. So I think that she was just doing her little rebellious phase. Like, oh, I'm tired of my dad being... No, she's actually a good... she's a nice lady. Anyway, I don't know. I haven't talked to her in years.
She's got a life of crime.
Yeah.
Okay. But anyway, so you get busted. So what do they do to you?
So then you take them to the security office.
No, wait. I'm talking about you.
For us.
When you got busted, what did they do?
We had to fill out all these forms, and then they called our mom and dads and, to come pick us up. And then we had to fill out our own, like, information on a statement. And there's a section that says, do you have any comments? And so my
fuck
comment,
the police.
Yeah. Straight out of Compton. Don't mess with me.
Yeah.
No, I was a good girl up until that point. And so I wrote something like, I've never done anything like this before. I'm really, really sorry. I'm actually glad I got caught because it means I'll never, ever do it again.
And then, by the way, fuck the police.
Yeah. And please don't think badly of me. And, they knew, we were bawling and everything. And so then they take you way down the mall to a different holding tank area. And so we just sat there and we didn't talk to each other. And Shelby was crying the whole entire time. But her
dad's going to beat the shit out of her.
I know. And then I wasn't saying anything. I was just like stone-faced because I thought, well, I did it. There's nothing I can do about it now except say sorry. Like, I just kind of had like a...
Fuck the police attitude.
Right. You really want me to have that attitude. Anyways, our parents came at the same time and they were yelling at us saying, this is the second time we've been in trouble together. And
it is? What was the first time?
We got caught drinking at a dance.
Oh,
Like
and
high
you're
school
15?
No, we
gotta have a separate podcast called Avril's Life of Crime.
Hey, it was T-Town. Come on.
It was expected.
Yeah. So anyway, we weren't allowed to hang out with each other for a certain amount of time. And my parents were livid. And I had my own phone with my own phone line because, we didn't have cell phones back then. So that was ripped out of the wall when I got home. And then I was on restriction indefinitely. Oh. And so and then my mom was accusing me. Like one morning I woke up and she was like rummaging through all my drawers. And I woke up and I go, what are you doing? And she goes, well, how do I know you didn't steal this? And how do I know you didn't steal this? I was like, get out of my room.
Oh, no.
I told you it was the first time. And it was at Christmas time. So it totally ruined Christmas.
Do you guys talk about it every year at Christmas as a family?
No, so this is pretty cute and funny. Years later, I was down in my parents' office looking for a file, but for my car or something, and there was a whole file folder called Avril's Mistake. So I pulled it out and I brought it to my dad. I'm like, Dad, this is hilarious. I love that you kept this. And
a folder called Avril's Mistake?
We basically had to pay a fine of $200 and then we had to go to a class.
Oh, and that's a lot of money for a makeup whatever.
Yeah, that's how much we charged at Disneyland too, like $250 or whatever, to recoup the monies lost from all the video equipment and all the plainclothes officers. Blah,
Are there
blah,
cameras all over? Anyway, okay, sorry.
Yeah, totally. So
so back to oh my God, Avril's Mistake.
I know.
That's the
Avril's
name of this
Mistake.
episode. Avril's Mistake.
Yeah, so we laugh about it now, and it was a learning lesson. And so when we were busting these kids at Disneyland, I did have empathy because I've been through the exact same thing. I knew exactly what they were going to go through.
And they did cry. So you followed them into the second store. They just stole something again.
Yeah, they stole something again. So then we caught them, brought them in. They started bawling immediately. And then they looked right at me and said, we want to apologize to you. So to
You're
me,
like, I didn't make that. That's from China, that thing you stole.
I was like, hey, I don't own Disneyland, so this is just my job. But thank you. That's sweet. Yeah. So then they interview them. And then usually what happens is they get released. You have to release them to a chaperone because they're not 18 years old. Oh, boy. And so inevitably, and what would happen is it would take hours to find a chaperone in the park. Come on. And then we would release them to the chaperone and say...
Because there's no, like, audio system where you can say, so-and-so, your child, report to blah, blah, blah.
Right.
There should be something like that. Because, but it'd be all day long, every day.
I was like, that would ruin the guest experience.
Yeah.
So we would kick them out of the park and say, hey, really, you need to tell their parents that this happened and that they're going to get this civil demand in the mail and that they're going to owe $250. Well, inevitably, what would happen is the chaperone wouldn't tell the parents. And then the kid would end up intercepting the first civil demand notice, then intercept the second civil demand notice. So by the time the final one came, it said, if you don't respond, we will take this to court, et cetera, et cetera. And inevitably, that's the one that the parents would get. So this is months after the fact. They had no idea that their kid shoplifted. So then I'm the one that would get all the phone calls. That was like my main job. They would call and say, what are you doing telling me my kid shoplifted?
Oh, they
There's
call the
no
security
way.
office and you'd be like, Officer Watson.
Yes, exactly. So I would have to calm them down. Like my job all day was like talking to upset parents and convincing them A, that their kid actually did this, B, that it doesn't mean they're a bad parent.
Wait, your sugar daddy needs to get you monkeys and call you Officer Watson.
Ew. Sounds like a porno getting ready to happen.
That's what I'm saying. I know. Hello, Officer Watson. Speaking of, okay, anyway, should we go back? I love that story. All right, is there anything else you wanted to say about the people screaming at you? I feel bad because we were supposed to talk about your magician thing, but we have plenty of time.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
All right, so, because actually in the magician, so her interview, if you want to find it, is called An Interview with Avril Watson, former magician's assistant. And she said that she said to the, I'm reading from the interview, it says, you met the magician himself and you said, do I get to wear a bikini thing with a silk jacket? Do I get to be sawed in half? And then I wanted to know if he would have said, yes, here's the bikini that you have to wear.
Did I really say bikini? Because there's no way in the world I would ever wear a bikini.
That's what I said. Like, do I get to wear a bikini thing with a silk jacket? It's more like a one piece, right?
Yeah,
like undies
it's like
with pantyhose and heels, right?
Yeah, it's basically like a one-piece bathing suit with a cape.
Yeah, why did the women have to wear, why did the assistant have to wear underwear on stage, basically?
Because that's the way of the world.
But you wanted it.
No, I know.
You
know what? I was a teenager, so maybe I looked a little bit better back then. Maybe I would have worn one back then, but now there's no way in the world. But yeah, I was super stoked. I thought I was going to get this cape that said Avril Cadavril on it, and I pictured myself up there getting sawed in half or pulling a rabbit out of a hat.
No, did they have a theater? So yeah, go ahead.
They did. They had a theater, but my college got out way earlier than the local state college did, and so it was pre-season when I was there. So the shows hadn't started yet. So all I did was work in the magic shop all day long, every single day. That was boring as all get out. And I wanted to be on stage. That's why I took that stinking job to begin with.
You were meant to be on stage. Can you picture the stage? Did it exist? Like, could you go in there and there was like a stage? Or no, did you just go straight to the little shack? It was just a
little outdoor arena thing, like where you sit on benches with like a little tiny stage,
Oh my God. So you didn't even rehearse that. Like the magician didn't even say like, we're going to practice the show in this downtime. We're going to be prepared for the real deal when the people come.
No, because I think that it was so far in advance, probably a month, before the high season started to hit.
And he was confident in his skills.
Right. Probably, really all I was probably going to end up doing in my really ugly elastic-waisted khaki pants and turquoise, whatever, Enchanted Village polo shirt. Yeah. Like I wasn't going to be wearing no fancy outfit like I envisioned in my mind.
Yeah.
But probably he would have said, my lovely assistant, can you hand me those rings? Like that. Like
here,
how hard is
rings.
that?
Take them.
Any monkey could do that. We didn't need to practice or anything.
What a letdown!
It was.
All right. So, and then it says you were. He took me into the back to meet the animals. Well, first describe the dude.
That sounds dirty. He took me in the back to meet.
Well, you met the guy. Okay, tell me you met the guy. You remember meeting him?
I do remember meeting him.
He
handed me an 8x10 glossy headshot of himself, and he was wearing a Hawaiian shirt in his headshot.
And you can still picture him? Did he have a mustache?
I can. He did. He had a dark, kind of Tom Selleck-ish. He looked
was he
but
cute?
not cute at all. Like, I was just going to say, you know, like C-grade version of Tom. Like, same color hair, same little mustache.
You're looking good so far.
Or maybe more Magnum PI because he was wearing that Hawaiian shirt.
Yeah,
but then, like, his really ugly brother. You know, not to be rude. But, like, he wasn't handsome.
Do you think if we, with enough Google, we could find this guy?
No, because I don't even know his name.
Yeah.
I can't even remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And so he's like, look, this is the box where you're working. This is the trailer.
Here's your itty bitty magic shop that was literally big enough for one bar stool that I sat on with a cash register.
Not even a back to lean on.
It was super dark in there. And basically I read Danielle Steele books all day long, like 800-page books.
What are those books? I've never read those books. What are they? Murder mysteries?
No, they're
romance?
like cheesy romance, novels or whatever. But not like the Fabio kind, not with Fabio on the front. But
I don't know if I've ever read like just a flat out romance novel. It seems like it might be nice.
It's good for a beach read or something.
Like, is it just like people falling in love and being happy? Like,
yeah,
and then is there hot sex scenes? What is this?
Sometimes. I mean, not.
How come? What's the difference between stuff like that and the stupid the creepy Jamie Dornan? What's the 50 Shades of Grey?
Oh.
Why is that? Does that have vampires in it? No. Well, 'cause
it's not Twilight.
I know, but didn't it start by someone doing Twilight fan fiction? I think.
Oh, maybe. I don't know much about that whole thing.
Yeah, but I just wonder why, like, you know, at the grocery stores, they used to have those little turn things that were all romance novels with Fabio on the front.
Yep.
And like, those were popular, I guess. And then all of a sudden, these 50 Shades of Grey things became, like, insane.
I think the 50 Shades of Grey thing probably took it up a notch or two.
As far as the sex situation.
Right. And then
sometimes less is more. I gotta read a romance. Do you have any Danielle Steele books you want to recommend?
I have not read a Danielle Steele book probably since that magic shop experience.
You think?
Yeah.
That was your Danielle Steele
Those
phase?
were just our romance novels that all the teenagers read back then, you know.
Did you ever read Beverly Cleary stuff?
Yes.
So filthy, wasn't it? I just remember, maybe, I don't know. All I remember is like in 5th grade, some girl, well, I know who, Kathy Yanchunas.
Do you mean Judy Blume books?
Judy Blume. What did I say?
You said Beverly Cleary.
Oh, God, no.
Those ones were not filthy.
Ramona Quimby, age 8. Oh, that's filthy.
Ramona and Beezus.
I know.
Oh,
no. they're pervs, Ramona and Beezus. The stuff they get up to. No, you're right. Judy Blume.
Yeah.
Judy Blume. Are you there, God? It's me, Margaret.
Yep. Totally.
Yeah, she had some filthy book. I remember, like, in 5th grade, Kathy Yanchunas brought it in and was like, we were all like, I just remember crouching around the book and, like, reading the filthy parts.
Right. Well,
and maybe they weren't filthy.
They,
maybe it was kissing and maybe touching a boob.
Right.
I think that. But in 5th grade, I was like, "What's
first phase?" Right.
Yeah, it was extreme.
They were coming of age books.
Did you read Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret?
Totally. I have that poster at my desk right now.
Did you have to wear? Wait, what?
I knew that would get you. Somebody grabbed a poster when they went to Barnes and Noble one day, and I saw it at their desk, and I said,
"They still have posters for that?"
Yeah, it's like all 70s looking. It's hilarious. And I go, "Where did you get that
You can
poster?"
put that in your cube and not be like HR'd? Like
nobody can see it. I'm like way back in the corner.
You got all kinds of pictures of dicks in there.
It's like completely innocent.
Yeah, I guess
it's
if you don't
illustration of a girl sitting at a desk.
And she's doing it. You must increase her bust. She's doing the arm. But so I don't know about you. Do you remember the part in that book where they talked about getting your period? Well, that was the whole thing.
That was the whole. I mean, that's why I'm saying it's a coming of age book. Like, what if your parents never talked to you about that stuff?
I know.
Well, then you learn it from this book.
That's totally how I learned it. And the crazy. But what I was going to say is that in the book, they had to wear a belt.
Yes.
Right? With a pad attached to both sides, like a sumo wrestling belt, basically. The pad attached in the front and in the back, and it was like a sumo belt.
It had to have been written back in the 70s.
And then I got my period, and my mom just like put this thing in my underwear that just stuck in there. And I'm like, where's the belt? I was like, don't I have to wear a belt? And she's like,
why
God,
is your mom putting your pad in your underwear?
I could tell that. Because she picked me up. Okay, I was in art class in 5th grade. I went to the bathroom. I look at my underwear. I'm like, what in the gods?
Wait, how old were you?
5th grade. So 12, 11, 12, I don't know. 12, 13? I don't know. I was like, whatever.
You're like 10 or like 11.
I might have been, I don't know. But all I know is it was an art class. It was in the bathroom. I was like, what the? And then I just like, but you know, when you're a kid, you're like a little crackhead. You're like, you go from thing to thing to thing, and you kind of forget about things a minute later. So I like pull my pants up and I don't think about it again.
what's happening? I'm dying. Never mind.
Oh, look, art class.
Look at this.
Like, we're going to do watercolor.
Look at that cute boy walking down with his
Totally.
ditto
I
pants
forgot
around.
about it like almost immediately after. And then after school, my mom took me in the giant Lincoln that we had to my piano lesson. And I was laying in the back and just going, I hate piano. And then I don't know what made her say it, but she said something like, one of these days, maybe it's because I was being such a moody bitch. She goes,
She's like, oh God.
One of these days, something's going to happen. You're going to notice a change and something's going to happen in your underwear.
Ew.
And I was like, well, now that you mention it.
That happened today.
Yeah. So then she goes, well, we'll take a look tonight when we get home. Like, again, no urgency. Meanwhile, a disaster's going on in my pants. Anyway.
Are you picturing that you're going to have male listeners for this? Because they probably are very uncomfortable right now.
They love good period talk. Just fast. You just do a 15-second skip through these parts till you're right. Because, my brother, that's part of the story. So I come home. That's why my mom is putting in my pants. We go in the bathroom. She looks in my underwear and she's like, yep, that's it. So I put it, she goes, go put it, go. So I change my underpants and she's like, this is how it works. She puts the pad in there. She's like, here you go. She goes, you're a woman now. And I was like, what the fuck? I still tease her. I'm like, I'm a woman now. Like, is that true? So I pull up my pants and then I go in the front yard with my brother and we're playing football, like we're playing catch. And the whole time I'm going, these jeans, like with my, what is it? And I'm like throwing, and my brother's like, what the fuck are you doing? And I'm like, I can't throw the ball because I got this weird, and it took him a minute and I think he knew more than I did. And he's like, shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up. Like, don't ever mention it again. It was so disturbing to him. Yeah, so men listeners, I'm done talking about my period. And scene.
Yes.
Okay, so how much time? Okay, 35 minutes. We have plenty of time to talk about your job. So this is something else is that you're sitting in this tiny little place. You're supposed to sell magic tricks. And it says, one of the things I sold was this genie bottle. And you practiced and said the ball's gone. And I don't understand. The ball's gone. What?
Oh my gosh. It's like the magic trick that every kid had when they were little. It's like a little tiny vase looking thing that has a pedestal that you can sit it down and you open the top and there's that little ball. But then when you put it back down on and then you can pick it up again, there's like a secret hiding place for that ball to go in.
Right,
so when you open the lid again, you're like, the ball is gone. So I would just go, watch this, abracadabra, alakazoo, the ball is gone. And it would be, 6-year-olds watching me do this. So they did think it was magic, but if a teenager came up and watched that, they go, let me see the lid. The ball is up in the lid. Yeah, because you have that trick at home, you little punk.
Lucy has that actually, but it's not a genie bottle. It's like a trinket thing that slides to the side, but it's the same thing. The ball is squishy. The ball looks like it's hard, but it's actually squishy, so it can squish up in the side so you don't see it.
I think it's like the one thing that comes in every magic kit.
Yes, but when she first showed me, I have to say I was a little bit like, where did it go? And then it's like, oh my God, there's like spring, I can see it. Anyway, but you were there 2 weeks and you had like nobody. You had nobody to show. Were you talking to yourself?
I was reading those Danielle Steele books. I mean, that's what I was doing
hot and heavy
all
with
day
Danielle
long.
Steele.
And I'm like, when is it going to be my break time? When is it going to be lunchtime? When is it going to be?
What'd you do for lunch? Do you remember?
I would just bring a sack lunch, I think, and go sit in the employee lounge with all the other.
What was the employee lounge like?
Just one big, huge room with a bunch of tables and, nothing exciting. Oh. But then I remember thinking, there's all the cool people that work at Wild Waves. Because that was their break room, too.
When did Wild Waves... So I always thought that Wild Waves... Did Wild Waves exist all that long time ago?
I mean, it definitely was built after the fact, but it's been there for a long time. I mean, it was definitely there when I started working there.
I just remember like always seeing the Enchanted, I can never remember, Forest or Village?
Village. Enchanted
Village sign on I-5. But I don't ever remember. And then one day it was like, holy shit, there's this thing called Wild Waves and there's like tubes and that was sort of when it came to my attention. Like I didn't remember having a water park there, although I think I probably just went to visit in the winter and it wasn't, or like
Right.
the fall, or basically there's like 3 sunny days in Seattle when you can go to a water park. So
Exactly.
did I tell you my Wild Wave story? No. Oh my God. Just really quick. Sorry. I might have told you this, but one time, okay, Lucy and I went to Raylene's house and we slept over. And then we were driving back on a Sunday, and Mike was out of town, and so it's just me and Lucy. And Lucy had her bathing suit because we had said, oh, maybe when we're in Tacoma, maybe we'll walk to the park where they have water fountains or something. So she had her bathing suit, and so we're driving north. And all of a sudden I see the Wild Wave sign and I'm like, I'm going to be the best mom. Yeah. And the sun was like peeking out and it looked like it was going to be a great day. And I was just like, I got to do this. I got to do this. So I pull off and she's like, what are we doing? I'm like, we're going to Wild Waves. She's like, holy crap. I almost said, holy shit. She said, holy shit. I said, nope, turn the car around. You can't curse. So then, and plus we had like a corporate discount card. And so even with the damn corporate discount, it was like $40 a person, $30 a person.
Yeah, it's expensive.
Yeah, just for Wild Waves, because they're like, they throw in the enchanted whatever for free because it's not exactly,
Nobody wants to go there.
So, and I didn't have a bathing suit, so I knew I'd have to buy a bathing suit at the park. Insanity.
You really are a good mom.
Oh, I know, right?
Crazy.
That's it. I'm the best mom. So we pay all this money. I'm like, oh my God, we paid all this money. We go into the store. We try to find a bathing suit. I buy the cheapest bathing suit. Guess how much it cost?
$15.99.
$70.
What?
They know their market. If you need a bathing suit at Wild Waves, you're not getting a cheap bathing suit. $70. Guess what color?
Hot pink.
White.
Oh no.
Yeah, you
Did
can
start
see
your
where this is
period?
going. No. Yeah,
Did you have a pad on?
Every story I tell has some involvement with my period. So I'm trying this stupid thing on, and it's one of those ill-fitting ones. You know the kind that dig in right above your boobs, like,
yes.
And then they have a tiny strap that goes around your neck. But basically,
Was it a bikini?
No, it was a one piece. But you know how a one piece that ends right above your boobs and cuts in right. Oh, it hurts, and then you wear that strap. So and it's white, but it has like some red and blue flowers on it that are placed strategically. Not that strategically, I would say.
Pasties?
No. Just a design on the
Right
fabric.
on the-
Yeah. No, that would have been better actually, but no, they were just randomly placed, but not in the right spots actually. So then we're like, okay, then we go to find a locker to put all our valuables. Not a single locker is available in the entire park. What the fuck? I was like, okay, now I'm in like $200.
Right. You've got to
We're going to the park
now.
Yeah. So we go and look at like the kids. Oh, and she's no, that's too scary, too dangerous. Okay, we'll go to the wave pool. We'll sit in the shallow section of the wave pool. We go in the wave pool. We sit down. The waves come in. I look up. The sun goes behind the clouds. It drops about 10 degrees. It wasn't even warm. It was probably 70 to begin with. The clouds come. It's like 60. The waves come in, and when the waves go out, I look down, completely see-through, completely. hadn't had a bikini waxed in months. I look down, it's like it's like the 70s, like
All the kids are like,
what? Mommy needs to take care of that, trim that. No, it was a disaster. And my boob, like the whole thing out for the world to see. And I was just, and it's freezing because there's no sun left. And I was just like, well, I could pretend that I'm not like Suzanne. I could pretend I'm like, Jolene, and I wear see-through bathing suits and no one, like, this is who I am. You know what I mean? Like, I was just like, I'm going to pretend I'm another person who walks
this
around.
This is me, take it or leave it.
Right, who walks
Look away if you don't want to see.
Yeah, like I just wear a bathing suit that's see-through. Some people do wear clothes that are like see-through and they can do that. So I'm like, I'm just going to rock this look. And we stayed in the pool for literally about 2 minutes, and we were both like, we're cold. So then I bought her some chicken nuggets for another like $15. She ate the chicken nuggets, and then we went home.
Oh no.
So I spent like $300 for nothing.
That is crazy. You could have gone to Disneyland and got busted for
I
shoplifting.
could have flown to Disneyland. Oh my God.
That stinks.
I know. So I really need, and the only other time I've been there maybe 2 or 3 times when Lucy was little. We went to Enchanted
Village.
And we rode this thing called the octopus. Do you remember this?
Yes.
It's like, yes, I've never been so sick in my
Was
life.
it orange and black?
I think, or it might have been purple and black. Maybe
Yeah,
I know.
they have both.
Yeah, it like churned and went upside down, and I was about to throw up, and then they're unloading the thing, and I was trapped at the top, and I was like, I was going back and forth between passing out and throwing up. It was horrible. I'll never. Anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to make this about me. Okay, yeah. Then the next part of the story talks about your Danielle Steele. Let's see. Oh, then tell me about painting the thing. So you're supposed to paint the shop.
Well, I asked if I could paint the shop, actually, because first of all, I was so bored. So I don't have anything else to do. But I noticed when I was walking back from one of those really sad lunch days, that you can't even tell that the magic shop was open because it was so dark inside. So the guy, I said, hey, do you think that I could paint the inside of this magic shop like a bright yellow or something so that you can see from far away that, hey, there's actually a little shop there.
You're so smart.
I know. Like, see, I was already thinking about marketing back in the day. So he said, sure, that's a great idea. I'll get you some paint and put it there the next day. So the next day I get into the shop and he had a big, gallon of paint or something. It was actually more than a gallon. It was like this huge white plastic tub. And that's all. He left that and just the little tray with the roller. There was no stir stick. There was no nothing. I open it and there's like a 1/4 inch of oil on the top. So this is oil-based paint, which...
Is that the kind you can't get off your skin when it gets on?
Yes, like you can't really, but what do I know? I'm a teenager.
No,
I'm like,
I didn't
fine.
know that either.
So I thought, well, I need to stir this somehow. So I just went out and found a branch and just started stirring it with a branch that I found on the ground. So there's bark in the paint. I don't care, whatever. It's just a magic shop. So I had to move all the magic tricks and I start painting, but I didn't really wipe any of the walls down or anything. So there's spiders and stuff. So I was just like rollering right over them. Sorry for all the people who don't kill spiders and, put them outside. I'm not one of those people.
That puts them outside. I know we were at a friend's house and they took the spider.
It's just not me.
No,
I'm like, hey, circle of life, survival of the fittest.
Yeah.
I'm killing that
Don't
sucker.
Come in my
So
space.
I just would roll right over it. So there was these like corpses on the wall, like splatted out. But I didn't really care because again, I just want to get this paint on there. But then I had to clean the roller at the end of the day. Where am I supposed to do that at? So I went to the public bathroom that's right there where guests go and start cleaning this roller out. And then I realized the paint was getting stuck onto the sink.
Oh, God.
And I was in total panic mode, like, nothing to see here. Like, I just kept, anytime someone would come out of
Were there paper towels in there or was it just a heater?
It was paper towels. And I just
Thank
kept
God,
like wiping and wiping and wiping. And it ended up becoming a nightmare. But I never told the magician any of that.
Yeah,
of
no,
course.
he doesn't need to know.
He goes, oh, the shop looks great.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Oh.
So that was a painting story.
It's crazy that you even painted. It's crazy that you like take the initiative. I would just.
Well, I was just so bored. I didn't want to read another
so hard
Danielle
to get
Steele book.
motivated. I don't know how you get motivated. Oh my God.
I just want the day to go by faster.
Okay, and no, there's a few more stories. Well, I don't know if we should talk about the cleaning cages one because it's in the interview. Let's leave it to somebody's imagination. I love the cleaning cages part.
I mean, that's the best part of the whole entire story.
All right, good. So we won't say it because I think we have a decent. We've been talking. It's been funny talking anyway, and so people can. That way, they'll actually maybe go read the interview. Yes. We'll see. And then, and the loogie part's amazing too.
Actually, that's the best part.
Oh, but we should. I don't know if I want to talk about it. It's so good. The way you describe it is awesome. But in here, it says, I kid you not, in all caps, and I love that part. Like, I feel like it's written, it's so, like, in your voice of, like, I kid you not. I don't want to ruin it. I'm not going to say it. But, I know what else we should talk about is, you said, I'm not working my dramatic qualities. And, but here's what, okay, so as I kind of said this, I think, but we're doing a book. So we're going to do photos of people that I've interviewed. And in this interview here with you, Avril, it says, I thought I was going to get to wear fishnet stockings and a cape that said Avril Cadavril. So are you going to wear fishnet stockings?
I'm not going to wear the fishnet stockings.
You're going to wear a turtleneck and long pants.
I'm going to be wearing a Snuggie
that says Avril Cadavril.
Exactly.
Damn it, that'd be amazing.
Should have just done that.
Oh, we got to do additional content. Oh my God, I'm going to order a Snuggie. I need to write that down. I'm going to order Snuggie, so we'll do one photo for the book will be you in your Avril Cadavril cape, but then maybe for the website, we'll do you in a Snuggie.
All right.
Extended content.
And then you can have the Snuggie afterwards because I'll never, ever use that.
Yeah, because you're always
make me hot.
I will use it constantly. We own so many blankets. Okay, and then you said when you were done that you took a job in Puyallup weighing raspberries. Weighing raspberries?
Yes.
Okay, so tell me about your raspberry job.
That job wasn't using my dramatic skills at all, except for when I would, crack jokes. You just literally stand at a conveyor belt with a little shower cap on and your apron and your gloves, and berries come by in their little canisters, and you just weigh them and make sure they're right. And if they're not, you dump some out. And if there's not enough, you put some in, and then you put it back on the conveyor belt.
And does the conveyor belt just keep coming?
It just keeps going. It's the total I Love Lucy moment where once you get backed up, you're totally screwed, and they just all come. And then that's when it was very dramatic, because I'm like, oh, I'm backing up. I don't know what to do. And then I would just send a bunch of berries down that weren't
accurate.
Right. I'm like, oh, well, this is minimum wage job. You just push them down.
God. And how old? You were in your early 20s at that point too?
Yeah, I mean, it was right after I left the magic shop.
Wow.
I went straight from magic shop to
And how
berry
long
weighing.
did you do the raspberry? It was raspberries? Did you eat any of the raspberries?
No.
Do you like raspberries?
No.
Never?
I'm not a big berry fan.
They do have a weird consistency. They're like little brains.
Plus, you would get busted so hard, they would come by and you'd have all this red stuff all over your lips.
Good point. It might
would
be
know.
obvious. Yeah, but yeah. Plus, if you did it all day, I used to work in a donut shop, and I would just be like, "I'm just gonna eat one munchkin," and then like 50 munchkins later, I was like, "I should have just eaten a whole
eat just
donut."
one munchkin.
I know.
Come on,
it's like eating one Pringle or one Dorito. The Snuggie. I gotta buy you a Snuggie. Well, we've been talking for 50 minutes.
Wow.
I know.
Well, I could just talk to you all day. It's fun.
Any other jobs? What other jobs?
Oh, gosh. I've had so many jobs. My resume looks like I'm crazy.
What about raspberries? You went back to school. Did you work anywhere in that town where you went to school? I
did. I worked at a pizza place for all of a month, and I still remember the number of that place. It was Pizza Pipeline 332-1111 in Pullman, Washington.
Nice.
And all I did was take...
it still exists probably, right?
It does. I mean, I'm sure it does. I haven't been back there in so long.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, good game last night, and it scared me. We almost didn't win it. But we did. Cougs pulled it out. And I worked there. All I did was answer the phone and take people's orders, and it was always drunk people. Always. I mean, you're in college town.
Yeah,
Come on.
course.
So I'd say, Pizza Pipeline, this is Avril. How can I help you? And they go, who? And I go, Avril, what do you want? How can I help you? And they go, wait, what's your name? And I go, what the heck do you want to order? What pizza do you want? Just tell me. So I just started answering saying, Pizza Pipeline, this is Kathy.
Yeah.
How can I help you?
Yeah.
And the guy was really nice that owned it. He was young. I mean, he was probably in his early 20s, and he was nice and everything. But my dad was going to come for Dad's weekend, and no one in my family went to college, so he wouldn't give me Dad's weekend off. So I quit. I was like, oh, well, sorry.
Yeah.
And then I got a different job typing up like term papers. Because nobody had typewriters or computers back then.
Right.
So they would hire you, like they would just drop off their paper.
You mean they had handwritten it?
Yes, handwritten. They would drop off their big paper, and then you would type it up on like DOS. I mean, I remember this monitor was huge, and it was C:.
Did you own a computer?
I didn't. No, this was
in the computer lab? Or?
Yeah. Well, it was called J&H typing or something like that. So they had computers there, that is part of your job. So
gotcha.
you got paid by the word or by the page or something. So I would like dig through and find the most legible one, because I was a really fast typist.
Yeah.
And so I was getting paid, I don't know, $9 to $12 an hour, which back then,
Wow.
I think minimum wage back then was like $4 an hour. So I felt rich, and I could go to that job whenever I wanted to.
Oh, that's
It was
amazing.
like on campus. It's not a very exciting story, but
No, but that's an amazing job to have. Like,
that's how I became a
so
fast.
lucky. That's so funny, because Lucy's been doing typing agent, this thing for school, and there's some leaderboard, and she's doing it constantly, and it'll tell you at the end like words per minute and mistakes and stuff. And so the three of us get super competitive, and we all take it over. And I hunt and peck. I don't know the actual way of putting your fingers on the thing, but I think I do pretty well for somebody who never learned. Like, I never took a typing class, so and I used to
I used
share.
to cheat in my typing class, so it's crazy that I'm actually it's like my one good office skill.
That's
I could type like
you
100,
have plenty of good office skills.
10 words a minute or something.
You can fax like the best of them. You can make copies.
I know how to photocopy like a mofo.
Yeah, like look at you have mad office skills. If a phone rings, you know how to pick that shit up.
Barely. I'm like, wait, what line is it on? Oh, I think I just hung
Something's
up on
blinking. This thing is blinking. Make it stop.
Is this recording? What's happening?
Your office skills. Let's make a podcast about your office skills and your bad decisions. Avril's mistake.
There's a lot of those. I've had a lot of mistakes.
Oh my God, we need to take a picture of a file folder that says Avril's mistake. Do you still have that folder?
I bet you my dad still has it. We could probably just take a photo while we're down there.
Okay, 2 things we need is the folder with Avril's mistake on it and the picture of the flippin'. I'm trying not to curse. Magician. I can't say it.
It's like Master Musician.
I know, the flippin' magician. You somewhere you think you have the magician headshot.
It might be in my mom's attic. I do not know.
Yeah, we gotta set your poor, like your mother doesn't have enough to do. Like make the cape, go dig through the attic and find a picture of a guy you don't even know. He kind of looks like an ugly Magnum PI.
I probably threw it away.
Oh,
that I probably could never look at that shirt again.
Oh God. Okay,
Even
people,
though we didn't
you
talk
got to
about
read the
it,
interview. You got to read the interview. It's probably. I wonder whatever happened to it. If he gave. Can I just tell you? You know, I used to work for this small company called Access Via over here.
Oh yeah.
I was driving by the library and there was like a meth head lady wearing an Access Via T-shirt.
Oh no, so sad.
I was just thinking the same thing probably happened to the loogie shirt. Like it got given away and then somebody just wore it. But hopefully somebody laundered it along the way.
Yeah, I would hope so. Ew.
All right. I think we're going to end it. Do you have anything that you want to say, hey people, go follow me on Facebook and comment on my posts?
No, absolutely
You want to give your home address at all or
no
your workplace in case anyone wants to visit you?
I don't even know my work number. Isn't that sad?
I don't know my work number either.
I never call it.
I know, me neither. I know. I'm like, just call my cell. Of course, I don't get a signal at the desk, so then I have to run outside. And anyway, okay. Well, I'm gonna say all the things that I recently bought, and when we're recording this, I still haven't set any of it up. So I got a Twitter thing called You Got Jobbed. I got an Instagram thing called You Got Jobbed, even though I don't know what Instagram is yet. I got a Facebook page called You Got Jobbed. I got YouGotJobbed@gmail.com, even though I've never checked that. Is that everything? I got a website called YouGotJobbed.com that I didn't make live yet because Paco. Did I tell you that did I tell you this? My dad sent me, I said to my dad, like, hey, I need a logo for my podcast. And I said, it's called like Jobbed or You Got Jobbed. And he goes, oh, I think I might have said that in the little thing I recorded the other day. Anyway, he sent me a full-on page of all these cute little logos. Like he just drew them hand-drawn and they're so funny. They are like, got you jobbed. You got jobbed. Jobs of the world. Like, my amazing job. Listen to this great story about my job. Like, and the whole collage of them is so amazing.
That's so cute.
And I want to use it, but Paco has actual standards about, like, quality.
Oh, that Paco.
I know, so things may never get done, which I wonder, okay, 12 o'clock here, it's 2 o'clock in Chicago, so he should be photographing the lice picker any moment.
Yeah, I can't wait to see some previews on your phone.
I can't wait. I know. Oh, he's doing real film, so God only knows how that works. I have no idea.
Well, I think they can still.
All right, once
digital.
Once he prints them, he can do digital.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
He's going old school.
He's in charge of all that. I don't know what I don't, the other, sorry. I don't even understand. He's got to take the film on the plane and the whole x-ray and whatnot. I don't even know how that works. And hopefully he does because otherwise he's going to bring back a bunch of blank crap and I'll be sad.
I mean, we used to be able to put our cameras through that thing.
I know.
You would go on vacation and bring like a real camera with film in it, and it
but
would never ruin them.
They have all those warnings though, like it's going to get x-rayed. I don't know, but maybe since 9/11 they x-ray them and your photos get jacked. I don't know. All right, well, Avril.
Suzanne.
You're my favorite interview. Well,
so far.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say, everyone I talk to, I'm going to say it's my favorite interview, so I don't offend anyone. This is one of my favorites. The first ones I did are definitely my favorites, but I'd love to talk again some other time just about life and whatever. Like, we don't need to talk about this job.
Sure thing. Just feed me wine.
We live a block
I'll
apart.
come over.
Yeah, exactly. You're an easy buy.
Yeah.
Okay, well, and thank you anyone who might have actually listened to this. It's very exciting.
Yes.
And hopefully the audio is not total garbage. Okay, I guess we'll end it here. Is that it? Should I have some Go Cougs?
I was like, go check out her yougotjobbed.com.
And hopefully it just doesn't say this
Under
website is
construction.
unavailable. I know. With a little bulldozer. Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.